All right, so I'm gonna try and make a quick tip video because I didn't have these, I didn't know these things on any of my playthroughs when I played, so I'm just gonna try and help you out here. So first off is the camera, of course, and the big D-pad. As you know, you can switch to third player mode or back to this. When you're on one of your settlements, you can hold the D-pad and it brings up like what you can do for your settlement. Anything you can build, anything you can transfer. I'll get into more of that later. But right now, I'm gonna get into Pip-Boy. So from the stat menu, this is where you can see statuses. I did a mission where like I accidentally got bit by like a mole rat, and so R1 show effects. That's the little pill up there. I have -10 total health for like the remainder of this effect. Your current weapon equipped, how much damage it does, and then how much armor you have or resistance you have. So like I have 236 ballistic resistance right now and 233 energy resistance. This is where you can see all the perks you've equipped and all like your special, but that's usually where you'll see in the perk chart. So that's triangle. And after you level up, this is where like you'll go and spend points. As I mentioned, strength and charisma are the most important to start because that makes you powerful. It can help you carry a lot of stuff, and it helps you with all of your conversational stuff, which there's a lot of. Some really important ones to get early to, I would say awareness. This is, you can see their weaknesses when you're fighting enemies. Other ones I would say would be the locksmith and the hacker, specifically because these ones get you into a lot of areas, get you a lot of loot and swag. The gun nut armor one, like, and blacksmith mod your weapons, I guess. The other one that's kind of fun is the idiot savant. This one, if you equip it, just any random interaction you have in the game that could get you XP, you could randomly get like 3 or 5 times XP when you do it. And of course, it's the idiot savant, so the lower your overall intelligence is, the more it triggers. So it's a really good early game one to help you like XP up really fast. And then along with the luck one, this bloody mess one, and this is a really good one because it's a 5% chance, any random person, 5% random chance to just make an enemy explode when you attack them. And then like the extra like levels of it just make your overall damage more, which is super, super, super important in this game because obviously the stronger you are, the easier enemies are to beat. Strong back, because this is like can help you run when you are carrying too much or help you fast travel. And then of course the first 2 levels of them just give you more carry weight overall. Local leader is a really good one for settlement stuff. So back to the Pip-Boy. Going into inventory, these are all the like you can carry weapons. Bottom left, as you can see, 303 to 360. That's my total carry. Like I'm carrying 303 units of stuff. I can carry a total of 360. And you click R1 on it. You click which spot you want to equip it to. I'm going to equip it to the same spot that I was at, like this. See the little heart next to it. I like to where I have my stim pack and my Radaway easily equipable, and then my super, super, super powerful weapon at the bottom because I don't ever really want to use that unless I'm in a sticky situation. Then I have like my pistol with my sniper, and then I just have like other arrangements of other really good guns that I can help you find later in the game. Some special weapons have, all of mine are of course favorited right now, but special weapons have like that little star next to it. Like this one is a really good one, spray and pay. You get this from a random vendor. Bullets explode on impact, and it's a submachine gun, so it's shooting like 100 rounds of shit. It's one of the best guns I use in the game. Highly recommend. You get it from this vendor named Cricket that you randomly find. She's a crackhead. Apparel, my tip to you on this is to get something like military fatigues or army fatigues or brotherhood equipment, because those you can put more armor on top of, and they'll overall make your defense a lot better. Aid, honestly, when you get you collect as much stuff as you do in the game, you'll eventually like, I used to have 117, I just sold 100 of them for a bunch of caps. But you'll get so much of this stuff that you won't really need to worry about it. And then you'll see stuff like squirrel on a stick, squirrel stew. I usually sell some of the things I make, but like crispy squirrel bits, like I either sell it or I eat them instead of using a stim pack early in the game. Data, this is where all your missions are. So just check on here to see what you want to do. It's also where you can see all the workshops, all the settlements that you've unlocked, which I have a lot, as you can see, and then all of your overall stats. Map you got here, Every single one of these spots on this map is an interactable site that will give you XP when you interact with it. But just showing you that there are so many spots you can go to in this game. When you fast travel to it, it will fast travel you a little further in date and time, depending on how long it like would take you to get there. So if you go from Wicked Shipping Fleet Lockup to Sunshine Tidings Co-op, like you fast travel from that to that, which I don't know why you would. It's a really short distance, but it would only go from like 227 to 237. Whereas like if you went from Sunshine Tidings all the way the fudge down here to Peabody House, it would probably make it go a full date to like 411. 22, 28. Every single one of these spots on this game like has like a little individual story to them. For instance, this like is it Shaw High School? No, Suffolk County Charter School here. You'll notice that a lot of the ghouls in this area are all pink, and you're like, that's kind of weird. But then you go into the school and you realize that like this school was like, of course, way back in time, pre-war, the school was like feeding these kids like a government experimental food that was like pink, and like you just like look at all like the little like tapes that you can grab. So many little mini stories inside every single one of these locations. So that's why I really love this game. Radio is great too. I have Diamond City Radio usually on. It's the best one. It's the most fun songs, although it gets a little repeatable. However, the DJ for this is a really fun side mission you'll come across. He's when you first started playing the Diamond City Radio, before you ever interact with him and do his mission, he's so timid on the radio. He's such a fucking spaz. But then you do this mission, and then like you'll see what happens. It's great. I love doing that side mission. But the music from here is the best. I think that's about it for the Pip-Boy. For settlements, just know like I said, when you hold that D-pad and bring up this, within the boundaries, you can see the green line is the boundaries of the settlement all the way around. This is a really big settlement. But you can, anything that is interactable, you can move, you can place exactly where you want to place it as long as it's green, or click circle to put it back where it was. So if I want to put it here, it goes there. If I want to put it back, shoot, this thing's in the way. I can't really put it back yet. There. You can also click circle to store it. I'm not going to, but storing it just leaves it in your inventory to place it again later. You could also discard it by clicking square, which I'm not going to do because I don't need to do that. Like this used to be a giant scrap pile house. I just go up to it, click square, it gives you a bunch of materials, it disappears, and then you can put whatever you want here. Building these settlements, and then as you'll see in the Pip-Boy on my map, you click L1, you can link these settlements. It makes the inventory and like not being able to build stuff, like I have all my items are now linked between settlements now, and because I did that, now at any settlement I'm at, I have the right amount of materials to build whatever I want. So I don't have to be like, oh crap, I don't have enough food to build for this settlement. Well, if all my food is linked, then I can build as much food at any settlement that I have. Once you get the people back from Concord, you'll do this first settlement. And then there's a lot of settlements nearby that you can link pretty early in the game. When it comes to transferring, or not transferring, when you're like walking up to a cooking station, you can transfer with this, and this goes into like, if you're at a settlement, it'll go into the settlements inventory. So like it would be the same thing if you went to a workshop. But of course you can use the cooking station, and this is where I make random stuff, and it gives you XP and a consumable. You can do that at a cooking station, at a chemistry station. You can make stim packs and radaway and stuff, at a weapon station, and then an armor bench, which I put over here. If your power armor is close enough to your power armor station, you can click X and you can just craft it immediately from there. It's a good way to like store it nice and tidy like that. But yeah, that's the power armor station is the most annoying of the stations to do crafting on stuff, so I figured I'd show you that one. But that's about it. I will say one helpful little tip to get an extra perk early in the game is to go under Sean's bed, if you didn't notice, and he's got that You Are Special little children's book. If you click that early in the game, or whenever you go into his room, if you click that, you automatically get a +1 to one of your perks of your choosing. So it's a helpful early game thing to do. Have fun with the game. Google's your friend for a lot of like finding where things are. And of course, I am too, so I love to help. So hopefully this is helpful for you. Sorry, it went a little long, but I'll try to edit it down. All right, bang. All right, whoops, post-editing me forgot that when you have a companion, it could be dog meat, your dog too, but any companion you have, mine's Kate right now, if you go to click square and trade with them, you can give them, first off, you can give them stuff to hold in case you're over encumbered and have too much stuff you're carrying and you can't run anywhere. And then you could also give them stuff to like wear as better protection. Like I gave her a bunch of like random legendary armor that I was never going to do anything with. And then like a cool, because she likes to do melee damage, I gave her a Furious Power Fist, which is a cool melee damage thing too. So but that's something you can do with your companions as well. All right, cool. Thanks. Have fun playing.